Hello, you beautiful people. I already know that a lot of you guys are really hyped for patch 3.4, and it's kind of understandable as well because honestly, this patch might be one of the most hyped patches in the entirety of HSR. Now though, you're probably wondering how many rewards or jades you can collect in this patch for your phainon funds, right? Well, somehow you've landed on the perfect video to get that info. Today, I'm going to go over all the rewards that you can get in patch 3.4, including the free 5-star and all the stellar jades from the limited events as well. Before we go on though, if you're planning to pull for any of the new characters, you might want to check out Lubar because on this site you can save up to a total of 25% on all your purchases. To give an example, I'll buy this 3280 Oniric Shard pack for $43, and this same pack costs me about $50 from the in-game shop. You can see that it's cheaper, right? For the top-up process, just enter your UID in this box and choose your respective server, depending on your account. After waiting for a few minutes, I received my jades with the double top-up bonus because it was my first purchase. If you use my link, which is in the description or the pinned comment though, you can get an extra 10% off on top of all the other discounts. Also, other than HSR, you can top up on Genshin as well using Lubar, and both of these games have quite a lot of 5-star reviews. Anyways, with that done, let me just mention the disclaimer that the amount of rewards which I mention in this video are based on a rough early estimate, and you're most likely going to end up with a little bit more rewards than the final amount. Yep, just keep that in the back of your mind. With that being said, let's begin without wasting any more of your time or energy. Alright, starting with the juicy free 5-star, I'm sure basically most of you know by now that in patch 3.4, we're going to get a free 5-star to celebrate the Fate X HSR collaboration, and this 5-star is going to be Archer. On exactly July 11th, Archer's special banner is going to go live on all the servers, and as soon as it goes live, you will get a prompt either in your event tab or in your mail section to claim him, and after pressing the claim button, Archer will be totally yours. By the way, his special banner is going to last from patch 3.4 all the way up to patch 3.6, and if you start playing HSR during this time period, you will easily be able to claim him on your account. Honestly, as of right now, his kit looks pretty decent for a free 5-star character, but I do agree that he does deserve some buffs, because dealing 400k damage with that insane, unlimited Blade Works animation is not going to feel satisfying at all. Overall though, I'm praying that he receives some buffs in the next cycle, and you can bet everything that I'm going to build him day one as soon as I have him on my account, because I love him quite a lot. Moving on, let's calculate all the stellar jades that you can get in this patch. Alright, starting with the classic daily commissions, patch 3.4 is going to be just like all the normal patches, and it's going to last for a total of 6 weeks, which means 42 days. Now, if you complete all your dailies for a total of 42 days, they will grant you a decent total of 2,520 jades, which is pretty juicy and really easy as well, because HSR dailies takes like 5 minutes in total to complete. Next up, moving on to the simulated universe or the divergent universe. If your account is already at equilibrium level 6, you can get around 1,350 jades for completing all weekly simulated universe runs every week for a total of 6 weeks. Honestly, maybe it's just me, but I'm having a lot of fun in the new Divergent Universe update that rolled out in patch 3.3, and now I want to ask you guys a question. What golden boon do you usually use in your Divergent Universe runs? For me, I usually just go with Triby's golden boon because I feel like it's really universal and works for almost every character. Anyways, coming back to the main topic, let's move on from the SU and take a look at all the rewards from the endgame content. So, if you can complete all the endgame content in HSR, namely Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, and Apocalyptic Shadow up to their highest available floor, they will reward you with a massive total of 2,400 jades, which is kind of insane. If you just started playing this game though, then I'm guessing your roster probably isn't good enough to clear everything, but don't worry. I calculated all the rewards that you can get from the lower floors as well, so I hope it at least helps some of you. The monthly shop is also going to technically reset for a total of 2 times during the entirety of patch 3.4, and yes, I'm counting the July monthly shop reset in this patch as well, even though patch 3.4 starts a day after the monthly shop reset. I mean, let's be real. Almost no one is spending those pulls on the last day of Cypher's banner because the people who wanted the kitty already got her day one just like me. Coming back though, from the 2 monthly shop resets, we're going to get a total of 10 limited tickets or 1,600 stellar jades, which is pretty juicy. Along with this, We're also going to get another 10 limited tickets or 1600 Jades from the Gift of Odyssey event. And this event just wants you to log in the game for 7 days in total to claim all these rewards, and that's honestly really sweet. With that, we're done discussing all the recurring sources of Jades in patch 3.4, and some of you might have noticed that this time, I actually included the Gift of Odyssey event in the recurring sources, just like I said I would in my last Jade calculation/rewards video. Moving on, in this patch, we're going to have a total of 3 limited events, and 2 of these events are going to be based on the Fate X HSR collaboration, namely Simulated Holy Grail War and Penacony Holy Grail War. As of right now, we don't really know the exact amount of Jades that we're going to get from both of these events, but looking at the past events, I can easily conclude that completing both of them will grant us at least 3,000 Jades, and keep in mind that this number is not really that accurate, and it's most likely going to be even higher. I mean, if HSR is having a collab with another massive IP, I would expect them to give us at least 20 to 30 limited tickets just in the collab-related events, and I think that's a sweet spot, right? Other than the Fate-related events, though, we're going to see the return of the Origami Bird event, which was last featured in patch 2.3, and honestly, this event was really fun in my opinion, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. Now, if you complete this event fully, it will reward you with a total of 1,000 Jades. Lastly, if I combine all the rewards, we're going to get a total of 4,000 Jades in patch 3.4, just by thoroughly completing the limited time events. The server maintenance and bug compensation for patch 3.4 is going to give us another 600 Jades, and we will also get a total of 300 Jades from the 3.5 patch livestream as well. Also, adding up all the rewards from the other sources like exploration content, quests, web events, character trials, and banner codes, these sources will reward us with a total of 1,880 Jades. Finally, I know some of you probably skipped directly to this part after seeing the timestamp, right? Well, anyways, if I combine all the stellar Jades that I mentioned throughout the video, we get an insanely massive total of 16,250 Jades. Now, if I convert all these Jades into limited tickets for a better estimation, we're getting a total of 101 pulls in the entirety of patch 3.4, which is honestly really great. Keep in mind, though, that this calculation does not include the monthly express pass, but if you do happen to buy it, then the amount of Jades that you can collect increases up to 20,630 Jades or 128 limited tickets. Welp, with that, we're done discussing all the rewards that we're going to get in patch 3.4. I'm curious though, after taking a look at Phainon or Saber, are you guys actually going to pull for them, or are you skipping them for some other characters in the future? Also, if you ended up watching until the end, thanks, and you might want to consider subscribing as well. With that being said, I just want to say I love you all, and I will see you in another one.